items on the list that could help boost your self-care process. Hey, lovely souls, welcome back to Emerald and Gold channel. And this is your girl, Mary, speaking. Alright, so on today's vlog, it's more like a weekly vlog. As you can see, I'm just waking up and going around the house, praying silently and turning on the lights, getting ready for the day. So apparently this is like the beginning of the week. It was a Monday, and I just decided to, document everything that happened, and that's me going to walk, making you experience nature. And that's me again coming back from work and also walking around, like more like exercising. Yes, I decided to take a different route instead of having to drop from the car and just walk into the building street. I decided to walk a little mile, just to make you understand the essence of this vlog and what it has to do with nature and self-care. Alright, so on this day, I arrived from work, decided to take the kids out on stationery shopping because I wanted them to have some set of books, like the Canadian curriculum and some other books, just to, boost their shelf and enhance their reading abilities and their love for studying and all of that. So we went on a trip. Yeah, so it's more like going to the stationery store to get everything, but the essence of this vlog is to make you experience nature. And then when I say nature, I'm narrowing it down to self-care, right? So now to me, I would say self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. And in this essence, it's more like you living a purposeful life, you having a reason and a meaning to, like, having a reason and a meaning to why you're living, not just existing, but being available, being present, being felt. So that's just it. And likewise, it's the greatest gift you can give yourself. It's a little bit of your own attention. That's what I would call self-care. Yes, so I would say you owe yourself the love that you so freely give others. Do not be selfish with yourself. In as much as you want to please other people, you always have to put yourself first. Make yourself happy, make yourself feel loved and well deserving of anything that you so desire. Alright, so I'll say you love yourself, take care of yourself, make your happiness a priority. That cannot be overemphasized. Alright, so back to this vlog. Yeah, we're already in the store trying to get what we needed, and definitely we had to like go through different how so that we get the best of what we came out for, and then that way our shopping would be successful. And so I'll say this vlog is not just like compartmentalized into one set, but it's a variation of different activities and different things that had happened on different days. Yes, so I would want you to understand self-care in its whole essence. In some of the vlog you would see me speaking, and then for the other ones you would hear me speaking, not seeing me speaking. Yes, so I would say practicing mindfulness or meditation is one essential way for me to improve on my self-care routine. For self-care in its whole essence, there are different measures to which you could practice self-care, and you could achieve what your aim is. So I'd say having an holistic approach, which has to do with not exempting any essential, but bringing all the pieces together, from the social aspect to the mental aspect to the physiological, the psychological, the financial aspect, the intellectual aspect. Everything goes hand in hand to ensure that your self-care is well prioritized. Yes, so I would say practicing mindfulness or meditation for me is something that really helps me rejuvenate or stay refreshed. When they say garbage in, garbage out, for me, once I'm able to self-indulge, just be by myself once in a while, just reflect or do something I love to do. If it's to sleep, if it's to listen to music or to sing, those are things, just finding a way to just meditate and ease off that stress. All right, so I would say spending a few time each day focusing on breathing in and clearing your mind, just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, practicing the essence of what your purpose is. It helps you, stay in check when it comes to self-care. And then setting boundaries, you have to learn to say no and manage your time effectively to avoid burnout. There are times where we do not even want to talk to people or do anything. Just say no, engage in hobbies, spending time, doing things that you enjoy, playing. In this part of the vlog, you would see my kids, they are all out together, having a nice time playing and bonding. So that's one other measure with which you can, engage in self-care routine. Then, seeking support, talk to a friend, talk to a therapist, talk to someone. You don't have to bottle up everything or sweep issues under the carpet. It's good for you to talk to people, let people experience what you're feeling, and let them also share their experiences with you. That way you can explore life on a very easy note. It wouldn't be so difficult. So when I say the social health aspect of self-care, I'll say it's maintaining a healthy relationship, with nature, having a positive connection with friends and family, as well as communicate effectively. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about self-care, right? Hi. So I just thought to do the unusual today, take out time, enjoy nature itself. From my surrounding, you can tell I'm not in a solitude place or in my comfort zone. This is more natural. It's also a comfort zone, yeah, because nature is all about this, the beauty of green things, houses, everything that matters, that brings that beauty to life and existence in its totality. So I thought to bring my kids out to, come have a little bonding time, playing time. And then it dawned on me that there's so much more about self-care, taking time out to just refresh, rejuvenate, and, stay connected to Mother Earth and also just self-indulge. And so I thought, why not? Let me just do something out of the norm. And yeah, I'll be talking about self-care. Pardon me if you have a little bit of distraction as regards the background noise. That's what nature is all about. Sounds, the sounds of the birds, sounds of kids, sounds of elements playing around and all of that. So, self-care to me, I would say it involves taking deliberate actions to maintaining and improving your health and general well-being. And for me, I would say self-care should be an holistic approach because it has to touch down on your social factor, physical factor, spiritual factor, economical factor, financial factor, and everything that has to do with living in general, right? So, I'll say exercising regularly should be something that must be on the tick list, should be a norm, aiming at say 30 minutes of moderate exercises or maybe 1 hour. It depends on how far gone you are, if you are still in the starting phase or intermediary phase or the high level where no restrictions. Yeah, so and also eating of balanced diet, that cannot be overemphasized. You are what you eat. We all know that we are what we eat. So whatever you put in down there is what gives you the strength to be productive both at home, at work, and any other place you might think of. Eating balanced diet, maybe taking lots of fruits, drinking lots of water, taking vegetables, you know, feeding on lean proteins and whole grains. It goes a long way in helping you maintain that, healthy lifestyle that we so desire, and it also helps with longevity. Yes. Yeah, getting adequate sleep. This is something that is always it's always like a stressful point for adults. Kids nap easily, but for we adults, we have lots of things to do.
lots of things to achieve, and then we tend to deprive ourselves of that quality sleep, and it's not so good, you know. So incorporating that aspect of sleeping deliberately for at least 7 to 9 hours is very essential, especially at night. Staying hydrated, just like I said, drinking plenty of water, fluids, it also helps. Then regular medical checkup, please. We need to keep checking our vital signs, just to know what position our organs are, if things are fine, if things need maybe constant, visiting to the medical hospital, or if it's just the regular drug routine or whatever.
Now, talking about the intellectual health, I would say I'd gotten an invite from PSM, who hosted a training for women about talking about yourself strategically and confidently in professional setting. She's a very passionate person when it comes to the career world today. And also stimulating your mind, read books, take up new hobbies, or engage in creative activities. It's a lifelong learning process. Take new courses, attend workshops or seminars, or learn new skills. These are things that I hold in high esteem. They are my values. They are things that I do not joke with. Now, for the professional health, there's always like a hiccups when it comes to that professional aspect, and it's always has to do with the burnout people experience on their job. So I would say, having a work-life balance, setting boundaries between work or personal time is key. This is something that would help you grow mentally and also help you stay productive at work and also make you influential socially. You find your relevance in every aspect. So another thing is career development. Still under the intellectual health, we have the career development where you have to pursue opportunities for growth, for advancement in your career. Learning never ends. Like I said in my first blog, you should be open to learning, relearning, and unlearning because no one is an island on its own. You just have to experience life. You have to explore life and meet new people, do new things, and those are the values I hold so dearly. That said, amidst the entire self-care routine, I'd say managing stress is something that should also be looked up to. Developing strategies to cope with work-related stress and practicing self-care is more like a continuous process. Like you never get to the end. In as much as you keep trying, you have to keep adjusting based off of your life circumstances or the changes you explore or you encounter along the line. You just have to keep readjusting your self-care procedures, and it could even be you relocating to a different place. Just different circumstance can just inhibit or hinder what your usual self-care routine could be. So regularly assessing your needs and making self-care a priority to maintain the overall well-being, which still boils down to the holistic approach, is something that I encourage you explore as life goes on, as you grow, as you achieve things, as you acquire your successes, as you keep taking new turns and dimensions in life, embracing that self-care should be your number one priority. It should not be overlooked, please. It shouldn't be overlooked. I know this old talk could be much more easier said than done, but I would encourage that living a deliberate life, staying determined, staying disciplined, and developing that routine. If you do not have one before, please, you should have it now. Developing a new routine. If it involves you getting a journal, writing down stops, or getting a weekly plan or a monthly plan, like a calendar where you can put down stuff, write out things, it would really go a long way to helping you stay truthful to your self-care routine. And then that way, your body, your mind, everything can grow accordingly. You're in a very clear space. You're very calm, collected. You communicate so transparently. Like there is no loopholes. There is nothing. Everything just goes smoothly according to plan. And even if you don't have a plan, it just goes smoothly because it's something you look forward to. And then for the spiritual aspect of health, exploring your belief, just you can see in the blog, I'm in church, Exploring your belief, reflecting on your values, and holding on to what they are also helps. Engaging in spiritual activities or practices like praying, singing, meditating, and so on, they all help nourish your spirit being. After all, we are spirit beings. We are spirit beings, just like I previously said in one of my vlogs. If you had watched a few of my vlogs before, I made emphasis on that and how the spirit man is more in control than the physical, than the flesh. So all of this goes hand in hand. They all work together. You cannot you cannot override one or overemphasize on the other, and they just have to work hand in hand. But the physical, the spiritual health, the intellectual health, the social, the financial health, I didn't talk about that, but I think I'm not really a financial person. So it all works hand in hand, and then I believe if you're able to incorporate all of this accordingly, self-care becomes something beautiful. You become so attractive. You attract good things and nice. That like there's literally no limitation for you. There is no limitation to what you can achieve or what you can do or how calm and beautiful and attractive you can be. So self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. Don't be so caught up in everything around you that you lose your own value, you lose your own self, and you no longer make meaning. You no longer, hold value to the world. If you've watched this far, please do also subscribe, like, share, comment. Let's engage. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it real. And I'll keep bringing nice and beautiful content your way. I'll always be here to engage in the comment section. Just pour out your feelings, express yourself. Let me know what you think about the self care um video vlogs I've done. Let me know what you think, and let's just rub minds together. Self care is not a luxury; it's a necessity. So please hold on to that, and see you next time.